Anderson, W6LAR is my call, and this is my repeater on Sunset Hill in Redlands, California. Supported by the Redlands Fire Department and Redlands Emergency Communications Group. We support the East Valley of San Bernardino Valley here and the cities of Yucaipa, Calimesa, Highland, and Redlands. Welcome to the site. Let's go in and see what we have.
K6DNO, W6LAR.
K6DNO,
Sounds like your deviation's just a little bit low there, but you're okay. W6LAR clear.
K6DNO, clear.
We have two repeaters here that I operate, a 2 meter and a 440, and we're sponsored by the City of Redlands Fire Department at this site. The repeater here, this rack, proposes the repeater for the 2 meter side, and we have a Mitrek radio as a transmitter on the front, and a Mitrek radio on the back as a receiver. There's a common panel in between for audio and fuses for the system. At the bottom we have a 6-can duplexer, and in the center just above the repeater we have a controller. This controls both the machines here at the site, and it includes many other functions that we can use, a mailbox and some other stuff. We kind of keep an eye on who uses the repeater, so we can turn everything on and off remotely via phone line or from an HT. The next rack we have is our 440 machine. Also, Mitrek radios, a transmitter in the front, a receiver in the back. And down here we have a 4-can filter duplexer, and we also tie this radio audio in and out, and this radio audio in and out to the controller. The controller operates both repeaters. In the third rack, that's called the power supply rack, we have a Sandlex 100 amp power supply. We also have a single backup battery, 12 volt, mainly to keep the controller alive between the time we lose power and the time that our emergency generator kicks in. So that kind of keeps everything alive so the controller doesn't lose any information. That's pretty much it for the front of the repeater. So we'll go to the back here and take a look. All set? Okay, we're going to take a look at where the signal comes in from the antenna system. And we come in on a cable, and we come down here to the input of the duplexer. The duplexer will split the signal. The received frequency comes in and goes through a set of filters. After the set of filters, it only allows the received frequency through. It keeps any transmit energy from entering this side of the filter. It comes out of that filter, and we go to one more bandpass filter to sharpen up the rejection a little bit better. After we come out of the bandpass filter, we come to a low noise amplifier that boosts the received signal up. These are basically mobile radios that were used in the back end trunks of police cars and all kinds of vehicles, and their sensitivity on the receive side is not very good. So we boost that sensitivity by boosting the signal up to an appreciable level. From there it goes right into the receiver. That's how the receive signal gets into the system, and the audio from that receive goes to the controller. If we have the correct PL tone of 88.5 Hertz coming in, we tell the controller this is the signal we want to transmit. We then take the audio we're hearing and send it to the transmitter on the other side and push the talk lead on the transmitter. It transmits the signal. It comes out of the transmitter and goes to the other side of the duplexer, and from there it's tuned to just let the transmit signal through, and it comes out on the antenna. So you got a signal coming in on the antenna on one frequency, and 600 kilohertz apart from that you have the transmit signal going out. Mainly the duplexer is to keep those separated, so that's how the system works. It's really very simple, but hard to understand by someone who hasn't done it before. On the 440 machine, on this one, works the same way. We get a duplexer. It looks a little different than this one. we have 5 megahertz of difference between the transmit and the receive signal. So we don't have to have quite a grouped filter to keep them separated. So we have 2 filter cans on the receive and 2 on the transmit. We come in from the antenna here. The receive energy is shown to this side. These 2 cans let the receive frequency through and keep out any transmit energy. That energy, the receive signal, goes up to a, well, first it goes down to a set of cans. I'm sorry about that. A set of, not duplexers, but bandpass filters. So we sharpen the signal up a bit to only allow basically our receive frequency through. Comes out of the bandpass filter and goes to another LNA, a low noise amplifier, that boosts the signal up. That's fed to the receiver. The audio from the receiver then goes again to the controller, just like it did on the 2-meter side. And if it has the correct PL tone on it, the controller will key the transmitter and route the audio to the transmitter on the other side. Energy comes out of the transmitter, goes right into the bandpass filters of the duplexer, and out on the antenna. So basically that's how they both work. And the controller is the key to everything right there. So that's how the repeaters work, and I'm sure everybody's probably thoroughly confused, but after you do it a while, it becomes pretty easy to understand. That's it for the back end, I guess. Okay, here we are at the outside of the building. Very interesting place, I'm sure, but the cables come out of conduit here at the top of the cabinet, and it's kind of a rat's nest because they're not all mine, but the cables we have come in, cross-connect to a ground point, and go out to conduit. It goes over underground to the bottom of the water tank, where we travel up the tank all the way to the top to where our antennas are mounted.